I'm going to tell you a story. So the other day I was sitting in my living room and I noticed something hanging on the wall that if any of you saw it would give away my location. It would dox me. And I was thinking, it's a good thing nobody can see this room, right? Well, actually, earlier last year, I put out a music video for my song, You're Not Alone. And in that video, I'm walking around my house, I'm doing some random stuff. It's a fine video. And when preparing for this video, my mom and we were really careful about taking down everything that would give away where we live because we don't want random people knowing where we live and don't really want to know what people would do with that information. So we took down everything we could, but we forgot this one thing. And I look in the video and there it is, clear as day, it's right there. So I was left with two options. Option number one, I take down the video. From there, I could re-upload it, I could do whatever I want, but that would require the video just being gone. And I'm really proud of my release schedule last year. I was able to put out a nice long form video every single Thursday for the whole year. And I don't really want to change that. So that left me with option two, and that's going into YouTube Studio and editing it from there. So here's what I ended up doing. You see me walking through the house, got toilet paper thrown at me. Look at all the walls. There's nothing that'll give anything away. And here's what the video looks like now. You can see it, this blurry spot that perfectly covers the thing hanging on the wall right there. So that's what I did. I went and I blurred out the bad thing. Now it's not much of a problem. I mean, you could obviously see that it's blurred out, but I would rather something be obviously blurred out than people know where I live. Like, it didn't say my address or anything, but I didn't want to take any chances. So yeah, the outcome, I mean, like I said, it's very obvious that there's blurring there, but that's not really my problem. My problem is the process to get that blurry spot where it is. So here is the editing page, and what I did was I went to the area, and already there's a problem. I did this on my Mac laptop, so I had like a smaller screen to work with. So what I did was I went to blur, I did custom blur, and I went here. Now you'll notice there's a zoom thing right here, but the zoom is very sensitive. It jumps all over the place. All over the place as in there's too big of a jump. You can't like fine zoom, right? You're kind of stuck here. And usually when I'm on my editing platform, literally every editing platform I've ever used, you can right click and drag to move things around. But no, you can't do that on Studio. You got to click this and move it. But it's ridiculous. So to blur out the thing that I needed to blur out, I would have to go over here, bring it down here, shrink it so it just fit that, and then thin it out from there. Now you might notice a problem. If I want to go over here and grab this dot and thin it out, I literally can't because the minus 10 seconds is over it. I now cannot get this. I can maybe get this corner, right? But if I shrink it, let's say I shrink it, right there. It's stuck there now. I cannot grab it. I can't do anything. I can't even undo. I'm pressing Control Z. I cannot undo that. That is just there. I'm going to discard changes because I don't want that there. So this is a problem, right? It's useful, sure, but it's in the way, right? But let's say here, we got the blur done. It's ready. It's fine. I want to preview it before I save the changes, right? I can't. I literally can't. There's no zoom in feature. This just changes the speed. There's no way to full screen and then see the changes because these are in the way. So I literally could not go in, view the changes in full, actually see what was going on, and then be like, okay, that looks good, and then hit submit. I literally had to trust it. Going back here and editing real quick, because unlike that other mistake that I made, I wanted to actually rant about this for a second. Another thing that makes this a problem is once you submit the changes, you can't undo them. And I understand why, because maybe you're making like a whole new video and YouTube doesn't want to hold more videos in their own personal systems or whatever than they have to. Fine. Okay? Fine. You can have that one. But that just makes my point even more stupid because you can't preview it properly before making a permanent change. It's like getting a tattoo on your back, and then when the guy's like setting it up, he's like, okay, do you want it right here? And then he doesn't show you a mirror. He doesn't take a picture or anything. He just has you feel it out. He just has you feel it out. Do you want it right here? Sure. It's so fucking stupid. Okay, sorry. And so we got the outcome. It's fine. It's not bad. You could definitely tell that something's blurred. It's very obvious, but it's better than getting swatted or something. And there's been other edits that I wanted to make. Like if I want to mute a section of the video, we go to audio. This just adds audio. How do you mute sections of video? Because there's like copyright stuff that people run into. How do you mute sections of the video? And unless I'm stupid, it sounds like if you were to run into any of those problems, YouTube would have to do it for you. But that tells me that it's possible. So if YouTube can go in and mute a certain section of the video, why can't I do that for myself? Say I record a video, right? I'm in college, I'm recording a video in my dorm, and there's a lull in what I'm talking about. Like I go silent for a second, and then some knucklehead out in the hallway is saying, oh, you need my social security number? Okay, here it is. And then he gives his social security number. It's so quiet. I got headphones on. I can't even hear it. But then I upload the video, and then I'm like, shoot, that's not a good thing. So if I need to go in, I can't cut the video, right? Can I? Can I cut the video? See, there's no way to go back. Okay, I can trim and cut the video. That's fine. But if I don't want to trim and cut the video, I can't go in and mute sections of the video. But YouTube can. Why? If you can do something, let us do it. It's ridiculous. What they need to do is they need to make this like toggleable in some way. They need to make it disappear when you're not hovering over it. They need to add a full screen option so you can actually preview what you're doing if what you're doing happens to be in this area. Like I don't know. And I know my situation is like pretty specific because like I said, like I happened to have to blur something down in this corner. But like, huh? I don't know why it was that much of a hassle. But that's not my only gripe with YouTube Studio. That's not even my only gripe with YouTube because it gets deeper. So in like the first half of the year last year, I would add subtitles to every one of my videos. And by that, I mean not just the auto-generated ones, like the subtitles you're looking at right now for the same video, but I would go in and manually type out every word that I said. So if you were like deaf, if you had to watch the video on mute, um, if there was like an unclear part of the video where I say something like under my breath, but you can't actually hear exactly what I'm saying, you would know. But I stopped doing that, and here's why. Because this whole process blows. Like it's so terrible. First of all, most of these words are wrong. So I literally have to go in here and type every word because a lot of it is just wrong. I guess that takes a lot of resources to be able to properly type out, like auto-generate these subtitles. But you want to know something funny? Do you want to know a company who does it way better and has way less of a need to do so? Apple. Apple, who's been shitting the bed lately with their features and everything, but at least you can go into voice memos. You can go into the voice memos. You can say some random shit. You can say whatever you want. You can say it. You can say it however fast you want. You can say it however slow you want. You pause it. You go into the clip. You can instantly view the transcript, and it's all right there, and it's all correct. I don't know how clear that is. I don't know why it's flashing at me. It is all there. It is all correct. And so what I might do is I might take the audio from my videos, put it into Apple voice memos, copy the transcript, which is generated instantly, by the way. YouTube takes like a whole hour for some of my videos to generate the transcript, so I had to wait to go in and do the subtitles at all, and then just copy and paste it into the subtitles because at least it will be more correct. I might do that. I don't know. Hey, it's me again because I forgot a big part of making the subtitles that made it so difficult was the timing. So I don't feel like pulling it up again. So you'd go into the timeline at the bottom of the screen and like change how long phrases would show up on the screen. So what I would do is I would go in and it wouldn't be perfectly timed. Most of the time it wasn't. Sometimes it was whole minutes off. I don't know how that's possible. When I'm saying something and then minutes later, that's when you put the words up. I don't know. But I would go in, I would edit the timeline. I would change the length of something and be like, perfect. And then go later in the video, notice a word's wrong, and then when I would type out the word, the timeline would reset. The entire timeline would reset. The whole thing. And so I would have to go into fucking edit timings or whatever, where it was block after block that you would have to go in and edit the individual words. But that's way more difficult to use because it's nothing like looking at all of the words at once and then just hitting enter, writing your sentences or whatever. It's nothing like that. You have to go in, you have to add blocks. You have to go in, you have to manually type the timings that you want. Why isn't anything auto done by YouTube done well? And I get it's AI. Whatever. It's not even AI. It's just, okay, it might be, I don't know, but it's just listen to the words, write them out, and put them on the video. I don't know. I'm overreacting again. I'm sorry, but that's it. That's that little editor segment. I might have more. Stay tuned. But yeah, this is the same situation. Like this. There's nothing here. Oh, and of course that doesn't work. When do I start saying things? Okay. There we go. Then we zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, and then zoom in. But like, that's such a big jump. Look at that. That's such a big jump in zooming right there. You mean to tell me there's only 5 options for zooming right here? There's only 5 options. One is way too far out. You're not going to get anything done with that. One is like, okay, maybe you can get some stuff done here. This is probably your best option. This is way too close. And this is, what are we talking about? What is this? Why is this even an option? Oh, here's the thing. I'm pressing the spacebar. Is it... Why doesn't space work? I get why K works, because that's like a thing. But space is like... It's me again. I don't know. I just thought of this. If you're going to sit there and argue and tell me, oh, space isn't an option to pause the video because you use space to type out words. You fucking dummy. K is a letter of the alphabet. I don't know why I'm getting so peeved over something nobody said, nobody could have said, nobody's probably going to say it. I am just peeved, and I need someone to be upset with, so I'm choosing you, and I'm sorry. Okay, back to the video. Space is the one. Okay, show of hands. I want you to raise your hand if you actually press the K button, if you're watching a YouTube video, to pause the video. Raise your hand. Now put your hand down because you're a fucking liar. Everybody uses a space bar, or they just click the video, which I can't even do that. I can't even do that. It's K. JL works. The arrow. Really? 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 I know I'm overreacting, but am I the only one who thinks this is fucking stupid? A lot of this optimization you can do in like a day. And how many people work at YouTube and could do this? This is such a stupid video. This is such a stupid thing to be this upset about, but I am like really upset. And it's not just creators either. The viewers are also screwed over. I don't know how many of you are avid YouTube Shorts viewers, but like I am. I watch a lot of YouTube Shorts. And one big problem that I run into is I'll have a YouTube Short up. Let me just pull this up real quick. Well, first of all, it's not even working. I'm pressing the Shorts button, and this is just my subscriptions page. Like this is my subscriptions page. This is also my subscriptions page, but it's the Shorts. YouTube Mobile's got to lock in. YouTube in general's got to lock in. So here's a common problem that I run into when watching YouTube Shorts, which, by the way, is a mobile-heavy thing, like part of YouTube, right? Like when people watch YouTube Shorts, most of them are on their phone. So this is something that could just be a phone thing, but if it is, that's a problem because most people who watch YouTube Shorts are doing it on their phone. Anyway, so I'm watching YouTube Short, right? And I'm like, oh my god, this is such a good short. And then halfway through, the short freezes. It just freezes. And then I'm like, okay, so let me go to the next short. And then I go back. And then it freezes again. And then I have to go back to the previous short. Okay, I got to come clean because I was an idiot when I was making this video. So the problem wasn't it would just freeze randomly. I mean, it does. But it's most of the time whenever I watch a short and I think it's really funny, so I let it loop and I watch it a second time. But it's on the loop that it freezes. And then I go to reset it and it would just freeze anyway. And it would bug out. And so I can only just watch shorts one time, I guess. I don't remember if I have a fix for it. If I end up running into that problem again, I'll try to screen grab it, and then I'll put it into the video later. Literally, actually, right after this clip, I'm going to come back to the editing software that I'm using. I'm going to cut in that clip. I'm going to cut in the clip of that happening, and you can see it firsthand. But if I don't run into that problem again, then in a few seconds you're just gonna see my face. Specifically 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, now. And then sometimes I leave the app, I come back, it's on the next short and not the short that I stopped on. And then so if I go to the next short, it just shows me that short again. I hope I'm making sense. I know for a fact that if there's people who are watching this video who are average shorts users, they're like, "Oh my god, I know exactly what you're saying." But like, you got to believe me, these are problems. And then it's just gotten so ingrained in my memory that whenever it happens, I'm like, "Oh, here we go." And then I got to go to like the fix thing. It's such a bad problem that it's become a part of the cycle. Does that make sense? Like I'm doing it. I don't I This is such a stupid ass video, but like I'm so pissed off. And can you please tell me why when I'm not at my computer, I can't schedule a live stream. I can't look at a scheduled live stream. I can't edit the scheduled live stream from the YouTube Studio app. The plus button up here just brings up my camera roll. It doesn't go up here and say, "Oh, upload a video. Do you want to go live? Do you want to create a post? Do you want to create a new playlist? Do you want to make a new podcast? Do you want to make a new course?" I didn't even know they had courses now. And it's the same thing on the YouTube app itself. You can make a post. You can do a live stream from your phone. Hold on, I gotta go into settings real quick. Oh, and then I go to settings real quick. It just refreshes the entire fucking app. Go to plus. I can add a post. I can go live from my phone. I can schedule a live stream, but only from my phone. I can't schedule a live stream to then do it on my computer unless I can. Wait, I'm not going to schedule a live stream because fuck you. And then I can make a short and I can upload a video, but I can't create a new playlist. I can't create a new podcast. I will say though, from the YouTube app, from already created playlists, it's a fucking beauty to go in and edit playlists. I can go in, I can edit in what order the videos show up. I can edit the name of the playlist. I can edit the thumbnail of the playlist. I have so much freedom here. And then same with videos and stuff. I love that I can go in and see which videos are scheduled, how many likes they have, how many comments they have, whether or not they're public. It's beautiful. You're not seeing any of this, and I'm sorry about that. But you just gotta trust me. The YouTube app itself for creators is actually kind of clutch. So how come if I go to YouTube Studio, I get all the information, but I can't do shit? If I'm not at home and I want to schedule a live stream or edit a scheduled live stream, that's a big one. I can't edit a scheduled live stream on my phone without going to Chrome, going to YouTube Studio from there, and then using YouTube Studio with a web-based like build. I don't know fucking website terminology. A website computer-based build where all the buttons are teeny tiny. Okay, I gotta fucking show you because I don't know how to fucking describe this shit. Go to studio.youtube.com. Okay, I was actually kind of worried that I wasn't angry enough to make this video and like have it be good, but I'm actually fucking peeved. What just happened? I go to studio. I go to youtube.com. I'm on the wrong email. I go to click cancel. It goes to the previous page. I was playing Word 500. It goes to the previous page. I can't just click cancel and have it go to the YouTube homepage. It literally sends me back a page. Why? Why? I'm really upset. I can't click cancel. I have to press the home button at the bottom of the screen, go to you, switch account, click the correct email, which by the way, 171 subscribers is nutty. Thank you. And then what? Go to the settings button. Go to where am I going? I can't even go to YouTube Studio from here. So I have to go back to the URL, type in Studio. Why can't I go to Studio from there like I can on the web page, which is what you're based on? Go to continue to Studio. And then now, once it loads, you can see how tiny everything is. I don't know how much I'm showing you. This is fine. You can see how tiny everything is. Look how tiny. Okay, here's my finger in comparison. Look how tiny all of that is. Look at the create button. Look how small that is. I got to press that, and then from that drop down, I got to click go live. Look at that drop down and how tiny it is. That's my finger in comparison. My finger is the size of the menu. We can go live, and then from there, if it'll even take me there, which it's not, I got to go to the live tab maybe. I got to press the 3 dots. What am I doing? I can't even schedule a stream from here. Wait, the go live button doesn't work. So the only way for me to go to the live page on my phone is to go to the Google Chrome, type in studio.youtube.com, If that doesn't work, I got to go to youtube.com, change my account, and then type in studio.youtube.com again, press the tiny ass create button in the corner. I need to already have a stream scheduled. I need to from that stream click on it and say go to the streamer mode, and then I'm finally in the streamer mode and I can edit a scheduled live stream. That is ridiculous. And I know this doesn't matter, right? Like, none of this really matters. It's just little pet peeves that have built up over time through YouTube Studio and the YouTube application. I'm sure everybody else has their gripes, so you, kind viewer, if you have any problems with YouTube Studio, youtube.com, or the YouTube phone application, please leave them in the comments below, and we can all point, laugh at, and insult YouTube together. This is a really boring, pointless, and stupid video. Sorry for going off on such a tangent that didn't even make sense most of the time about things that don't even matter that much. I promise next week's video is going to be way more entertaining. I literally ran into the blurry problem that I talked about at the start of the video. I ran into that last week, and then immediately I was like, okay, I've had enough. So I went into my iPhone calendar and changed what today's video is going to be to make it this, because I felt like I could talk long enough about this, and I did. I filled 25 minutes, which I'm going to edit down. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Literally right after I hit stop recording, I ran into another fucking problem. So this is another big pet peeve of mine that I'm surprised I didn't talk about. I went to an email and I opened it up and it said, here's some offers you can get after having tried out the NFL Sunday ticket through YouTube, which I did because it was $5. I thought I'd give it a try. It wasn't for me. Probably never going to use it again. But yeah. And one of them was YouTube Premium, a YouTube Premium membership for 3 months. And I'm like, yo, that's a steal because YouTube Premium is way too expensive. I don't know who else agrees with me. I know a lot of people don't. And a lot of people are like, oh my God, YouTube Premium is a must. And I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. $20 a month to get nothing new, but just no ads. I can live with ads if it means I don't have to pay $20 a month. Let me look at the exact price. I can't even find YouTube Premium. There it is. Individual. Sorry, does that say $13.99 a month? That's not right. Is it $13.99 a month? It's $13.99 a month now? Since when? Okay, fine. $13.99 a month. Maybe it's more worth it, but it's still not worth it to me because I'm getting the exact same content for free, legally, just with ads. I can live with that. Make it $5 a month, and I'll be like, okay, cool. But $13.99 a month, that doesn't sound like a big difference, but to me, an unemployed motherfucker, it's a big difference. Maybe if I was employed and actually made money, that wouldn't be that different. In fact, one of my employed friends, I went over to his house the other day, and he had YouTube Premium. I'm like, what? And then I remembered, oh my God, he has a job. Regardless, it said 3 months free, and it's like, dude, that's a steal. I'll take that. So I clicked on it, and then it's like, great, here you go. You can get YouTube Premium for $13.99 a month. What happened to free? I'm going to go to the email right now. I'm going to click redeem offer. I'm going to click Chrome. We're opening Chrome. Get YouTube Premium. It's not free. But then I remembered whenever the opportunity to get YouTube Premium for free would come up, like through Discord rewards, wherever, I would try to do it. But since I've already claimed an offer before on this account, I can't do it again. I literally cannot do it again. Apple Music. I'm paying for Apple Music month by month right now, and it still offered me a free thing. I stopped using Spotify a while ago, and now it's offering me 3 months of that for free. That's a quarter of a year. What? Do you know how many free offers I've claimed through Apple Music and Spotify already? And you're asking me to do it for free? For free? You're giving me free offers now? And I could just take them? I could still take... I got that 3-month Spotify offer in December. It's early January right now. And if I open Spotify right now, sure enough, oh, well, the offer's gone now. You kind of made me look like an idiot. But still, I'm actively getting offers from Spotify and Apple Music, which are like, oh, it's just music platforms. Music that I don't already get for free. Music that I only get for free through YouTube, which doesn't let me just click the video off and put it in my pocket, which has ads and stuff. This is free offers for something I'm not already getting. with no ads. What? What? Through YouTube, that's unheard of. And it's cheaper. Anyway, I'm using Apple Music. That's $10.99 a month. I'm using a student discount. But if I wasn't, that's still $3 cheaper than YouTube Premium, which the only thing you get with YouTube Premium is ad-free videos. There is a $7.99 month option, but it says most videos ad-free. What the fuck is most? What are the exceptions? Is it you get 10 videos ad-free and then you go back to ads? Because if that's the case, that's even more stupid than I could have ever imagined. All right, that's it. I said that was it, and then it wasn't it, but I promise you it's it. Unless I open up my phone right now and the CEO of YouTube sends me a picture of his fat nuts, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. For real. Bye-bye.